Somebody contacted me a while back telling me that TurkeyTom was a Nazi, and they sent me like a bunch of old tweets and messages and leaked DMs and things from like his Discord or whatever, where he's like talking about Jews, and he's defended people like that, Alex Jones before. He's done some pretty fucking shady shit, and I've covered him before. I believe once. I think I covered him once before a long time ago, when he did his video that basically whitewashed and tried to humanize Alex Jones. And he certainly has a pretty conservative leaning. And for a long time, I refused to go too hard on TurkeyTom because up until a couple days ago, he was underage. He just turned 18. He has nearly 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he's only just turned 18. I gotta say, as a fellow young YouTuber, I appreciate that. Also, I just went down to the, I don't know, my game stream was all black. I went down to the top comment, and it's from Internet Historian saying, just want to put it out there, we don't have a problem with people reacting to the channel's content, and don't want anyone to feel discouraged from doing it. In fact, we've got a feature-length video coming on the second channel soon. We actually want people to view it as a watch-along. I can see why other people wouldn't feel this way. So this is talking about like Twitch streamers stealing content. Now, this video by TurkeyTom is about Leafy is here versus Twitch streamers. I mean, according to recent news, it looks like Twitch streamers kind of won this one, didn't they? Anyway, though, TurkeyTom made a video about it, and ironically, for some reason, the three streamers in the title of the video that TurkeyTom is calling out are XQC, arguably the largest streamer on Twitch, most consistently. It usually tips between Asmongold and XQC. Those are like the really fucking big ones. Hasan Piker, and Destiny. Hasan's pretty big. He's a very big streamer. Not as big as like XQC or Asmongold, granted. And Destiny's not that big. The reason why these two are included is because they're progressive streamers. That's why they're included. That's why TurkeyTom takes issue with them. It's not a secret. It's not well, Destiny's a big figure, but he's not like on the grand scheme of things. Like he's not like he's definitely above average when it comes to a Twitch streamer. You know, getting over 1,000 viewers is insane when you're a Twitch streamer. But if we're talking about like the echelon of people who actually do streams for a living and they stream for a living, he's like not huge. Like he's not like breaking fucking headlines with his takes when it comes to this whole drama. But it seems like there's a purpose with the focus of TurkeyTom's hits in this video. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and watch. For some reason, it's set to 720p. No idea why, but let's get into it. TurkeyTom, Leafy is here versus Twitch streamers.
Hey, what's up guys, it's
Leafy is here, Junior here. I know the whole meme right now is just to call Pokimane unattractive, but well, frankly, Poki, if you approach me wearing this, I'll let everything you've done slide. And speaking of Pokimane, let's talk about her Twitch reactions. No, scratch that, let's talk about everyone's reactions on Twitch, and why they're stealing content. At this point, we all know what Twitch is, the most popular streaming website in the world by far, with millions of daily visitors and a roster of streamers so recognizable that they're basically household names.
Okay, we gotta talk about the merits of content IP and what it is to steal, own, and use content. Okay, so if you're not aware, I'm quite unique in the way that I do my streams, generally. The vape is a puff extra. You can get them at any fucking vape shop, at least here in California. Anyway, I do my streams quite uniquely. I do 3-hour streams generally, unless it's a gaming stream. If it's a gaming stream, typically I'll go a bit longer, and and it goes for a while longer. But generally, when I do these political streams, like what you're watching now, I'm here, covering these topics. I'm responding to videos granted, but I'm a fucking pausing Andy. I pause these videos like every fucking 5 seconds and talk for 10 minutes. But Most streamers aren't like that. Most Twitch streamers, most people who do streaming for a living, I mean, fuck it, let's go to Twitch and take a look. Most people who stream for a living stream for many, many hours at a time. Look at XQC right now. Oh, look, it's my 5-month sub anniversary to XQC. I'm just gonna fucking, here, what am I gonna make my sub, here, I'll make my, my webcam disappear. I'm gonna resub to XQC live on stream. Memes. There we go. There's my 5-month resub. Anyway. Oh. Come on. There we go. Anyway. XQC streams for like 8 to 10 hours a day. Sometimes more. Sometimes 12 hours a day. And at any given time, if you go into XQC's stream, if you actually watch XQC, if you actually watch Asmongold, if you actually watch Hasan, or you watch basically any huge Twitch streamer like Pokemon or whatever, you will find that the vast majority of their stream is hours and hours and hours of playing video games nonstop. That's generally what happens. However, what happens if we go to YouTube and search XQC? XQC reacts to Unusual Memes compilation version 101 in Daily Dose of Internet. XQC reacts to Netflix is disgusting. XQC reacts to the Russian Revolution. XQC reacts, or here's XQC playing a game at least. XQC Ultimate Pega Moments XQC reacts. XQC plays. XQC reacts. Most of what comes up when you search XQC will be XQC reacts. Tim reacting to YouTube videos. Because believe it or not, when you sit at your computer and you live stream to thousands of people all day, there will be downtimes in the stream where you're just chilling, probably eating some lunch or dinner or breakfast or something with your chat, and chat sends in some videos to watch. To watch and just kind of hang out with. And this is a thing that occurs in a lot of streams. Now, this does not come to being anywhere near the majority of these streams, but they're always the ones that seem to get the most attention. So, is it stealing content when, like, maybe 5% of a 10-hour stream from a large streamer who streams a lot every day, is it stealing content if they're sitting down at their chat watching a YouTube video? And then maybe it gets clipped and uploaded to YouTube because people want to watch XQC's reaction to insert said video outside of that. Now, I would argue no. In the original format in which it is being watched, it is absolutely not stealing content, I would argue. When the vast majority of the stream is games and original content being created by the streamer playing the game and creating entertainment for their audience, it's not stealing content. No content's being stolen. Nor is it being stolen whenever they're watching the video. However, I will admit, there is an argument to make when these videos are being uploaded, when the videos of the reactions are being uploaded to YouTube. There could be an argument to make, but ironically, most of these YouTubers that get their videos reacted to by streamers don't mind at all, and they end up benefiting from it. I mean, Daily Dose of Internet, I imagine a lot of his popularity comes from like the largest streamers on the platform of Twitch reacting to their videos and introducing tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of new people. If they're watching the videos uploaded on YouTube, maybe even millions of people to that channel. Same goes for Internet Historian, who commented down below saying that he appreciates when people react to his videos and he actively wants them to do it. As long as they are giving some kind of reaction and they're not just like sitting there staring blankly like it's a re-upload of the original video, I think it's fine. I do think reacting to content is transformative, and I think it's healthy. I think the main draw of wait, do I have the mail keys? Yeah, I do, Lonnie. Come here, I'll bring you. Here, I'll slide them under the door. I don't know if you're like dressed or whatever. There you go. Keys are under the door. All right. Where was I? Anyway, if they're just like staring off into space, then yeah, it's probably not transformative. But if they're just like, if the reason why people like React content is because they form a parasocial relationship with another figure, and they're excited about a thing, and they want to see the reaction of somebody they have a parasocial relationship reacting to it. Or alternatively, let's say a new game movie, a new game trailer, a new movie trailer, or some big video that everyone really likes, is excited about, comes out. It helps fuel the excitement to see other people reacting to the trailer. I remember back in 2016 when they announced Battlefield 1. Some of the best content on YouTube that I would watch back then was people's excited reactions to the trailer for Battlefield 1. Everyone lost their shit. Everyone was so excited for Battlefield 1, and the mutual excitement of people reacting to the trailer helped fuel my excitement as well as the excitement of others. And it resulted in getting the game more publicity and thus selling better. And Battlefield 1 was a fantastic game. It was great. But I don't think the examples that TurkeyTom flashed on screen of like Pokimane. So who do we have here reacting to content?
Scratch that. Let's talk about...
Who do we have here? We have Asmongold responding to a video. Asmongold, who, if you watch most of his videos where he's reacting to stuff, basically pauses it constantly. You do realize Pause Andy is like a meme on Twitch, right? Like the whole chat will go, Pepe Mods pausing Andy or pause Andrea or whatever. You know that's like a meme, right? Same goes for Pokimane. Same goes for XQC. And same goes for Hasan. Basically, all streamers that react to content on stream for some small portion of their stream at the request of their audience in their chat will pause it and talk about shit just because they're live streaming and they want to talk to their chat. Because that's part of being a streamer. That's part of doing what you do. You have to cultivate your relationship with your audience. This is just basic understanding of how streaming works.
About everyone's reactions on Twitch and why they're stealing content. At this point, we all know what Twitch is, the most popular streaming website in the world by far, with millions of daily visitors and a roster of streamers so recognizable that they're basically household names and have been on national television. It's undisputed as one of the most important content-sharing websites in the world right now. While people stream on other sites, they really pale in comparison. There was a time when the main point to a Twitch stream was to watch someone playing a video game, either because they were particularly good at it or they were entertaining to watch. They could banter with chat and discuss the game, allowing the streamer to form a connection with the viewers. This may all seem very basic, but at the time it was relatively new and exciting.
And then expand that connection by watching videos together and reacting to them with your chat at the request of the chat.
Concept. Today, these things still happen on Twitch, but the site has expanded its somewhat narrow focus to a bunch of other content areas. Some of my favorite content online comes from Twitch streamers that I've watched over the past few years and become invested in. That being said, across the board for a lot of streamers, there is a major problem with the kind of content that they put out, being reaction streams. Many of these streamers simply watch YouTube videos in full on their stream with little to no reaction to them. They don't
Oh, look. Clip Chimp Andy found a clip of Pokimane checking her phone while reacting to a video. Now, to be fair, that's probably not, like, good to do, generally, but this is the problem. This is my main issue that I have with this, like, current streamer versus YouTuber war that's happening right now. The problem that I have is that you have these streamers who are going live for nearly 10 hours a day, sometimes more in many cases. And you have these YouTubers who generally don't do live streams unless they're kind of like how I do. Like, they'll be a couple hours and they're pretty non-regular. Most YouTubers don't stream. They should if they want to diversify their revenue and build their audience. They should stream. It's just good business in general. Like, if you're not making videos, you should probably be streaming if you're a YouTuber, if you have the time, because you're just going to benefit from it generally. But most YouTubers don't do that. They write their scripts, they record their videos, they put a lot of work in, to be completely fair. TurkeyTom undoubtedly puts a shit ton of work into his videos. If we're being completely honest here, his videos do require a shit ton of work. The editing is good, the script is pretty good. Like, he puts, these are high quality videos, if we're being completely honest. However, when you have a Twitch streamer streaming a lot, there's going to be a lot of points where you can go into that 10-hour daily stream and pick something out of it that may not be as flattering, something that you can go after, right? That doesn't generally happen with a YouTuber, right? If TurkeyTom says something bad or does something bad in his video, he can just edit it out or not include it in the script or revise the script or anything like that. When you're a Twitch streamer and you're doing something live, there's no taking that back. Right now, if I say or do something really fucked up, I'm done. Somebody clips it, it gets shared around, I get a ton of shit for it. There's no deleting anything I say live off the internet. I can't edit this live. I can't do anything live. Or I can't do anything to erase anything I say live. So it's very easy to clip little bits of a Twitch streamer doing something you take issue with from a daily 10-hour or 8 to 10 hour streams. I'm pretty sure Pokey streams for like 8 hours a day or some shit. I don't know. I don't watch her stream, but I'm pretty sure she streams like like nearly 10 hours a day.
Have ongoing commentary the entire time. They don't stop it to give an actual opinion every few seconds and therefore transform it. Oftentimes, like in the case of Pokey, she just eats lunch while watching these videos.
When you're a school shooter and you plan to shoot up a school, but then you realise you're homeschooled.
This is undoubtedly stealing content, as these streamers are not transforming it and are instead using it to fill out space in their stream when they don't have to work. Someone puts hours and hours of work into researching, writing, recording, editing, and...
You know what's funny? I've watched Asmongold's reaction to the video Tales from the Varus. He pauses it like dozens of times in the video. Go look up Asmongold's reaction to this video. He pauses it constantly, and the chat starts raying at him for pausing constantly. They call him Pausing Andy. It's literally a meme on Twitch when the chat gets mad when streamers pause the fucking video to talk about shit, because they do it all the time. Like, I'm sorry, but this just isn't a thing. The clips of streamers that you've been showing on stream, or in this video, all get shit because they pause the videos they're reacting to constantly. My chat's reading right now because I'm pausing the video.
And posting their video to their YouTube channel, and it gets a pretty modest amount of views and makes them some money. Then, these Twitch streamers watch the entire thing on their show.
I don't know what it is about this particular vape that makes it so hard to blow smoke rings. Anyway, actually, in the case of Asmongold, let's talk about Asmongold. Because there's actually a pretty interesting story around this that I don't know if TurkeyTom knows. Asmongold had a problem with people unironically stealing his content. There were a lot of YouTube channels that would just rip clips, like long, unedited clips from his stream, and upload them to their own YouTube channels. There was a guy who was making over $40,000 a month on his YouTube channel where he just uploaded Asmongold clips. Now, most streamers would DMCA these people, as they, you know, arguably have the right to do, because it's people stealing their content and making tens of thousands of dollars off of it. But, yeah, Tyrone Magnus is an example of somebody... No, Tyrone Magnus would be an example of someone who steals content, I would argue. He very rarely pauses the videos to give insight. He just generally, like, sits there and watches them, and then he, like, ends it right after the video ends. Maybe gives, like, a little thing at the end, and then he, like, goes off. And that's the whole video, right? He doesn't really give much... It's almost Jinx level of, like, stealing content. That's a place where you could make an argument that people are stealing content, okay? But in this case... what Asmongold did with the people that were unironically stealing his content, what he ended up doing was hiring all of those people, having them delete their channels, and then having them upload the clips to his own official Asmongold clip channel, and then just paying them like 80% or something, like 60 to 80% or something of the revenue. He did something that is like unheard of when it comes to this kind of thing. And a lot of people criticized him for it because it was a terrible fucking business practice. It was terrible business practice. But he usually gets like over like around 50,000 viewers. Sometimes if there's like a big wow thing happening, like when Classic came out, hundreds of thousands of viewers watching him live. He's a massive streamer, so it doesn't really affect him financially. But like it's a bad business practice to do some shit like that. A lot of people criticize him for it.
He gets a pretty modest amount of views and makes them some money. Then these Twitch streamers watch the entire thing on their show and don't change anything about it, barely adding any commentary, all while raking in thousands of dollars in donations. And to add further insult to injury, these guys all have...
Hey, do you think that the people donating to Asmongold or Hasan or Destiny or what have you, do you think they're donating because Hasan is reacting to videos? Or any streamers reacting to videos? Do you think they're donating? Like, oh, you're watching this video, I'm going to donate now. Or do you think they're donating because they want to support the streamer and the streamer just happens to be reacting to videos? I think we can safely say they're not donating because it's a person watching a YouTube video. They're donating because they're donating to the streamer that they like. Maybe that's personally at least that's why I donate to streamers, or why I sub to streamers. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not the same for everybody, but it just seems like that's the intuitive reason why people do this. Also, we're 2 minutes into the video, and I've been, we've almost, this video of that, you know, this segment has been recording for 21 minutes, and we're only 2 minutes into the 27-minute video. Pausing Andy. All right. Well, hey, listen. We're gonna speed the video up just slightly and actually make some progress into the video.
YouTube channels where they re-upload their streams unedited with ads and make even more money off of someone else's content. Their videos then directly compete with the originals on YouTube and oftentimes surpass them in views and ad revenue. Many of you will likely remember that just a few years ago, the entire YouTube community came together to go after reaction channels on YouTube like Jinx and Rashad the Reactor. All of these people were basically turning on a webcam, announcing the title of a video, watching it in full with no pauses or reactions, and then saying goodbye and pressing the off button. Jinx was getting millions of views off of stealing content and uploading multiple videos a day due to how easy they were to make. In a nutshell, he would piggyback off of the popularity of other videos by putting their titles in his own as well as in the tags, and his videos would then be spam recommended on YouTube. However, it eventually got to the point that he was even more popular than the people he was reacting to in many cases, and enough people were fed up with it that they made videos about him, one after another after another.
So going back to these reaction videos.
Now, Jinx was absolutely stealing content. But if we're being honest, from a consequentialist perspective, ironically, Jinx probably brought a lot of publicity to the channels that he was reacting to. Holy shit, imagine if a big streamer reacted to one of my videos. You do realize that's how I got a lot of subs in the beginning, right? Something that happened back when I was like very small, like had like 1,000 viewers or something like that. What ended up happening was I talked to Destiny on his stream. I had a conversation with him back when I was called Pig Puncher about like my political radicalization. It was right after he did his debate with Soph, and we talked, and it was good. And I didn't even like shout myself out in that conversation, but it ended up being a YouTube video on Destiny's channel. Actually, we can actually, if for those of you that are interested in seeing me being extremely nervous talking to Destiny, here it is. Oh, wait. Excuse me. Here it is. This is the video. It's only about 12 minutes long. We didn't talk for very long. It was during a call-in stream that he did. Ended up getting 150,000 views. And this got me a ton of subs on my channel. A ton of people just like came and searched me out. And in the beginning, much of my audience was shared with Destiny, and people would comment on all my videos. Destiny got destroyed in this debate. That was like a big thing back then, and I was nervous as fuck. So please don't watch it. I was awkward as hell. Please don't watch it. But that got me a ton of publicity because I sort of I wouldn't call it a shout out, but I gained a lot of support from Destiny's community. And then Hasan reacted to a little bit of one of my videos on stream where I was reacting to a video of some like far right, like alt-right rally or some shit, and then that got me a bunch of Hasan fans in my audience. And then Vosh watched one of my videos on stream one time. Also, he's like talked about me and stuff like that, and you know my videos end up probably in his recommended when you watch one of his videos. But he's seen some of my stuff on stream before, and I got publicity from that. If someone who's bigger than you watches your content, you are probably going to get a lot of publicity from it, and people might go out of their way just to like watch your content on its own. That there is merit to that argument, but undeniably, what Jinx and like these other React channels did was absolutely stealing content. The problem is the context. In the context, these guys are just sitting down, pressing record, watching a video with no reaction, uploading it to YouTube. In the case of these streamers, they're doing a 10-hour stream where like 90% of it or more is them making original content, playing games, doing their own thing, and then like 10% of the content is them like taking a break to watch a YouTube video, because holy fuck, streaming 10 hours a day and having to make your own content playing games is tiring as fuck, so why not take a break and watch some YouTube videos chat recommends. And then generally an editor or other YouTube channels, other people unrelated to the streamer, record that and clip it and upload it online. There are a ton of channels that just upload Hasan's reaction videos or like clips of Hasan reacting to things without his consent. People do that for Destiny, people do that for Pokimane, people do that for every big streamer. Now, generally, these streamers will DMCA that content because they're stealing their own content, but it's just the context is completely different. If you want to make an argument out the videos being uploaded, then maybe you could make that argument. But in this case, with streamers, it's just not the same.
Where should we draw the line on what I just explained to you? When does content seemingly hold so little value on its own that it should actually be criticized for being completely barren and ultimately 100% pointless?
On today's episode of Content Cop, we're going to be looking at Jinx Reloaded. I mean, Reload. It would make too much sense if it was called Jinx Reloaded.
Jinx was a reaction YouTuber. He would take completely unedited, unfiltered viral YouTube videos and react to them, which obviously garnered him millions of views because people didn't give a shit about Jinx. They simply watched it for the original video. Now, these reaction YouTubers are nothing new. They've been around on YouTube for quite a while, collecting
Emphasis on they didn't give a shit about Jinx. They were just watching it for the original video. Let's go back to Twitch. XQC is playing Among Us with 50,000 viewers. Now, granted, this is an abnormality. You know, Hasan's probably reacting to a video right now. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, it's my 7-month sub anniversary. Oh my god! It's, look how many streamers I have a sub anniversary to right now. Let's resub to Hasan, too. Memes. I don't know. Fuck it, I'm just resubbing, okay? Anyway. Like right now, Hasan's just talking to his chat. Wait, is he? No, yeah, that's a sub notification. I thought maybe he was watching Ben Shapiro. Hasan's just talking to his chat for 11,000 people. XQC is talking to his, playing video games for his chat for now 51,000 people. Almost 52,000. He's almost gained 2,000 viewers since we switched over to Hasan there. Do you think most people, when they're watching him react to a video, are just watching it in order to, or just because they don't give a shit about the streamer or the person reacting to it, they just care about the video? Of course not. They watch it because they care about the streamer reacting to it. That's the appeal, and that's the draw. This isn't the same as those old React YouTube channels. It's just not the same.
as some kind of YouTube cesspool.
Everyone supported these commentary channels 4 years ago, and rightfully so. They were all pointing out the content that was being stolen by others. Just a few months ago, the story about Susie Liu, someone who was watching anime episodes in full with little to no added content apart from her face in the corner making odd faces now and then, blew up on YouTube. Everyone was up in arms over what she was doing, both because of the ethics of it and the legality. But now, over 4 years after Jinx and a few months after Susie Liu, a bunch of the Twitch community is doing almost the exact same thing, and no one is calling them out for it. Or no one was calling them out for it. Until now. On July 30th, Leafy is here uploaded a video titled Content Nuke Pokimane. The video itself was a pretty standard criticism of who Poki is as a person, pointing out some of her hypocrisies and some of her missteps, as well as injecting your typical Leafy is here, shall we say, style.
Pokimane isn't even attractive. There's really no other way of saying it, she's just not hot, dude. I'm not saying that to fuck with her, I'm not even saying it to fuck with you guys. She's just really not hot.
Leafy had already made his return to YouTube a few months ago and was posting stuff that got a pretty good response from his fan base as well as commentary channels.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be super honest with you guys. Pokimane isn't my type. And generally, commenting on the attractiveness of somebody when you're doing a takedown video on them is kind of cringy. I used to do it. Hey, listen, I'm not innocent of that. I used to joke about Blair White kind of looking like a bimbo from time to time. But it's pretty fucking let's be honest. Pokimane is definitely above average looking person. Attraction is subjective, but she's definitely a pretty above average, pretty attractive person. I mean, I guess you can show her without makeup, washed out, zoomed in. I guess, but nobody looks like I'm sorry, but if you think like showing a woman without makeup, listen, I know I'm simping, I'm doing it. Comment. I want to see simp in the comments. I know it's gonna happen. TurkeyTom fans are gonna do it. Leafy fans are gonna do it. It always happens. Simp. The word simp has been fucking ruined by fucking 15-year-old edgy white kids. But let's be honest. The dudes who say shit like, "Oh yeah, take her to the beach on the first date to see how she looks without makeup," are fucking virgins and have never had a girlfriend, dude. I swear to God. Like if you're watching this right now and you're some like edgy fucking teenage white boy and you think saying things like take her to the beach on the first date sounds cool, I promise you it's not. And you should stop if you ever want to lose your virginity, okay? If you don't want to die a virgin, stop saying and doing shit like that. Seriously. I promise you, it doesn't make you sound cool. It makes you sound like a fucking nerd. She doesn't even look bad there. Well, that's the image that people throw around because that's the one that like circulates on Twitter. But she doesn't even look bad without makeup. I don't even know why I have to go into this, but like you can go and find pictures of her. Here, this is a picture of her without makeup with like actual good lighting and stuff. This is usually, even in this image, she doesn't look bad. This is literally in the same, like, this is the video that, these are like the two images that go around a lot because the way the light's shining on her makes her look like super washed out. But then she like leans back from the window a bit to be in normal lighting and she looks like this. She doesn't even look bad. She doesn't even look bad without makeup on. I promise you, most women don't look this good without any makeup on. I promise you. I promise you. Anyway, though, it's just some pretty fucking virgin incel shit to, like, think that showing, like, a woman without makeup on is, like, an argument to say they're not attractive or something. It's just so weird.
Hot, dude. I'm not saying that to fuck with her. I'm not even saying it to fuck with you guys. She's just really not hot.
Leafy had already made his return to YouTube a few months ago and was posting stuff that got a pretty good response from his fan base as well as commentary channels. But this was the one that really put him on the map as making a large return to the rest of the internet. It had 100,000 likes within the first hour of it being uploaded and was picking up steam pretty much everywhere. However, one of the most positive outcomes of this video was that Leafy pointed out Pokey's reactions on stream, how they aren't very reactive.
If you edit videos and actually put effort into it and make it more entertaining for the viewer, like if you do a bunch of Fortnite streamers react to something and you
time like to find
put it
the
together.
couple of clips and training clips and then like edit it and
like I said before, also TurkeyTom's not going to show it. The clip that he's showing right now, I've seen the clip. She was talking to a dude that was uploading literal rips from her stream with titles like Pokimane Thick, Pokimane Butt, Pokimane Pregnant, Pokimane married, Pokimane boy, like shit like that. They were literally just ripping clips from her stream. The context here, where Pokimane is like in a 10-hour or Pokimane Pregnant, yeah, where it's like Pokimane watching like or any streamer watching like a YouTube video for a little bit while during like a 10-hour long stream is just not comparable.
They're just sitting, eyes wide, for minutes on end. No comment, no criticism, no thoughts, no praise. Just watching, or scrolling through Twitter on her phone. This, in turn, opened up a lot of other streamers who do the same exact thing to, well, the same exact criticism.
I like how right in this clip, let me make my webcam go away. Every time I hear cop cars going by, I get worried that I'm getting swatted. God, the life of a streamer, am I right? Anyway, in this very clip, where he's showing, Hasan has the video paused. Hasan's
something which
paused
many of them weren't.
in the very clip that he's showing.
time like to find
Put it
the
together.
couple of clips and training clips and then like edit it and give credits.
They're just sitting, eyes wide, for minutes on end.
They're
No
raising
comment, no criticism, no thoughts, no praise. Just watching, or scrolling through Twitter on her phone. This, in turn, opened up a lot of other streamers who do
In the very clip that he's showing, Hasan's being a pause Andy, and has the video paused and is talking about it to his chat.
the same exact thing to, well, the same exact criticism. Something which many of them weren't happy about and talked about on their own streams. Let's talk about it. XQC is one of the most popular streamers on Twitch, been doing it for a while, and is also friends with a lot of other popular streamers. He also steals content. On his stream, XQC often reacts to videos from various creators. He then uploads the stream recording to his YouTube channel with ads to make even more money. And I wouldn't have an issue with him recording his reaction or posting it on his channel if it was more cut up to just the parts that he actually...
Does he think that he actually records and uploads his own clips? Does TurkeyTom unironically think XQC records and uploads his own clips to YouTube? this isn't really relevant like to any of the argument or anything, but it is important to point out that it's usually with these big streamers, it's generally people they hire, or some person that runs like a YouTube channel that uploads clips, and that clipping YouTube channel gives some of the ad revenue to the streamer. It's usually not the streamer that decides what clips end up getting uploaded. They just do their stream, and they employ people that just upload clips and videos of their stream to YouTube to get people who find them on YouTube to come over to their Twitch, which is that's just generally how it goes. It's not like XQC is uploading YouTube videos of him reacting to content on Twitch. Also, doesn't Critical do this? Granted, Critical's videos are a little bit more edited, but a significant amount of Critical's content, and I'm pretty sure this guy's not going to shit talk Critical. Critical reacts to entire TV shows on stream and re-uploads the entire VOD on YouTube. And Critical's beloved by all these people. He literally watches like 90 Day Fiancé and shit, like entire episodes of TV shows on stream.
He reacts to, or if he was reacting at all. But he's not doing any of those things.
Means there'll be no story. So the public went out to grab an extra pack. Then the news stories started coming in about the lockdown. Fears real.
In this stream re-upload on his YouTube channel, he watches an entire 23-minute long internet historian video. During the video, the only time that he stops it to say anything or give any insight is to ask his fans if they want him to skip the ad. The entire rest of it is him sitting in the corner of the screen, hunched over his computer monitor, just watching. A video that took hours and hours of work being profited off of financially.
He's literally got it paused and is talking to his chat in the clip that you're showing, TurkeyTom. Actually, okay. Can I tell you guys something? I kind of had some hope for TurkeyTom back in the day. One time I was watching Vosh streaming Hollow Knight, and TurkeyTom joined the chat and was talking about how he might want to go on and talk to Vosh someday. And he said, and TurkeyTom said he has friends that would be really happy that he talked to Vosh, and he has friends that would be very upset about it. To my knowledge, nothing ever came of that. He just entered the stream that one day, as far as I'm aware. But I actually had some pretty good hope. Like I had hope for TurkeyTom because I was like, oh shit, maybe he'll talk to Vosh. Maybe some things will be changed. I mean, TurkeyTom's still a very young dude. He just turned 18. His opinions can be influenced, but he is certainly a reactionary, without a doubt a reactionary. And much of what he's talking about here, the people he is targeting, Destiny and Hasan specifically, are definitely motivated by his political beliefs, unquestionably.
And scavenged for content in 30 minutes flat. Due to the amount of people pointing out to XQC that what he's doing isn't transformative, he decided to respond to Boblax in some tweets that were, well, I mean, frankly, they were retarded. They were retarded. Get this shit off me! Ah! Boblax said, Jinx Reloaded had better reactions, accompanied by a clip of XQC doing what he does best.
Problem. Here's a list of placebos that'll get you patched up. High-dose infusions of vitamin C, silver solution, touching your TV, kissing a shrine.
I'm sorry, but the argument that Jinx's reactions were more transformative than these streamers is fucking stupid as fuck. Clearly this guy hasn't actually watched, or Boblax is the one who said it, to be fair, but I imagine TurkeyTom agrees with it, haven't actually watched XQC's reactions to these things, or any streamer's reactions to these things, because it's, I've already said this a million times, but Pause Andy, usually they'll talk about some shit. Most of the memes that come from these streamers, like XQC has Cheeto, Cheeto, because he says Cheeto instead of Cheetah, comes from him pausing videos and saying something that his chat thinks is papega, or dumb, for those of you guys that don't get Twitch lingo.
Spiritual vaccines, plant sap in the eye, special mattress, cow urine, cow dung, camel urine, a cotton ball soaked in violet.
Another great React Harder take on live content. It's different content in nature people want to watch, they normally wouldn't watch, and hang out with the individuals they enjoy. It's why watch parties are becoming so successful. Include But the Law's response. Stick to drama, please. Boblax then said the following. I can understand that argument for Twitch streams, but when you upload the full version of someone else's video to YouTube, adding no additive commentary, especially on a big channel, it cannibalizes views. Nobody will watch the original video if they saw your upload of it. They went back and forth a few times over this, but the basic message that—
Okay, this is something that Pokimane touched on her apology video, which I covered last stream. There is a problem with there is validity in the criticism that when you react to a video on YouTube, the YouTube algorithm doesn't do much to find a distinction between a reaction to the video and the original video. And YouTube's only going to push one of them because they detect it as being similar content. Unless it's something like what I do, where it's like I don't even put the name of the generally. When I upload my response to a video, I don't even put the name of the original video in my title. I just generally like the title's something along the lines of what the video is about, and the person who made it. Like the title of this video, me responding to TurkeyTom, is going to be something like reactionary TurkeyTom goes after Hasan and Destiny and other Twitch streamers for stealing content. Or something like that. It's not even going to be anything close to the title. So it's probably not going to cannibalize views from him, especially because even the algorithm probably won't detect that it's like a duplicate because of how much I pause my videos. But there is an argument to make that if like with someone like XQC, who granted does not pause his videos as much as I do to respond to them, or any other streamer, that there is the possibility that the YouTube algorithm could cannibalize that and not promote the original video quite as much. It could happen the other way around. The original video might get promoted more than the streamer who's like the clip of them reacting to it. But that's not an issue with the streamers reacting to the content. That's an issue with YouTube's algorithm. This is why you should be pressuring YouTube to change their algorithm. That's the problem there.
XQC was trying to get across is that people watch the streamer's reaction for a reason. They enjoy it. He echoed a similar response on his stream when he responded to Leafy's video directly.
Yeah, in this video, I'm going to be on this weird thing where this guy's just going to comment on these girls' streams, and okay. Alright, well, this is a piece of sushi, this is bugging on my screen. Like, dude, it's
negative about
transformative is subjective.
About her and she's copyright
guys, transformative is subjective.
Video that is negative about her, she's going to try to gun you.
That's true. Where is the line where something becomes transformative and not transformative? Most people would argue you know it when you see it, which means it's arbitrary. It depends on the person who's making that judgment. Many people might consider what I do not transformative just because I have the original video here. And mind you, we're 8 minutes into the video, and I've already been doing this segment for 41 minutes. Some people might not consider this transformative, when it's possible, because it's completely arbitrary. It's up to the person. Now, don't get me wrong. I think most people's subjective opinion would be like, okay, yeah, like what Jinx and those other old reaction channels on YouTube did was definitely not transformative, and that's definitely agreeable, but like, you know, it's completely subjective.
And I'm not the one saying that. That's her.
And I had spoken to MC and I was like,
I'm not balding at all. I don't even matter. I don't give a fuck. It's just because this isn't an attack to her, and I'm not defending her. I feel like transformative is subjective. You transforming something and somebody else, they're both transformative in their own way, dude. And sometimes if you think that it's not, sometimes it's not because it's not transformative. It might be because you don't understand like the culture or the whatever. It's just kind of how it is.
like, is this something that I can...
XQC is completely right about that. YouTubers do not understand Twitch culture. They really, really don't. It's so fucking hilarious. I noticed this a long time ago, and I've been thinking this for a long time, and in a way, I'm kind of glad this drama is happening right now, because it's actually given me opportunity to talk about this. YouTubers just do not understand Twitch culture. They really, really don't. And it does feel nice to actually be able to vent about that, because I've thought it for a long time. I can't get into vaping. I like cigarettes too much. Cigarettes are fucking terrible. I don't even use nicotine vapes, because, you know, nicotine's bad, okay? I want to get, like, a vape that I can refill with, like, non-nicotine stuff and get, like, different flavors and stuff like that. The only reason why I use these is to practice smoke rings, because I think they look cool, and it's a neat little trick that you can do. I want to get, like, really good at blowing, like, vape rings. I think it's fun.
take down? I was getting a, like...
Are you serious? XQC's basic argument here is that people like it and there's a market for it, so his reactions and the ones that other streamers do have a right to exist. He likens them to a watch party where people just watch content together. What he seems to fail to understand is that no one ever denied that there's a market for this. No one said that people don't like these videos, because a decent amount of them clearly do. They get hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube. We're saying that it's bad, lazy content that steals from talented people to profit off of that. That's not just my subjective opinion. That's almost subjectively true. It doesn't take a large amount of effort to turn on a video and watch it while laughing.
That's not my subjective opinion. That's almost objectively true. It doesn't take much effort to sit down and watch content. Well, that is true in some respects. I'm going to be honest. I find what I do here when I respond to videos, the AC is on, can't blow good smoke rings. Yeah, I know. The AC is like sucking. It's sucking all my smoke rings up into the air and destroying them. I know, but it's just good to get good at the technique anyway. No, but I honestly find my response streams when I'm doing politics, responding to videos, I find it to be harder than my gaming streams, where I have to like play a video game and make original content. When I wake up and I have a gaming stream like that day, I feel nice and refreshed. I'm not nervous or anything like that, but I'm still nervous before I start these streams. I'm not even kidding. I get nervous right when I'm about to start a politics stream because I have to be ready to like be on my feet, excuse me, to be on my feet and respond to videos like off the cuff. No preparation. I watch these videos for the first time live. When it comes to a gaming stream, I'm just playing video games and making my own content, you know? It's hard. It can be harder depending on the type it is. I mean, for them, it's probably not. But for me, personally, responding to these videos, like my body temperature goes up like 10 degrees when I start my stream and it's a politics stream. I'm not even kidding. Also, 900
especially when
viewers,
compared to how long the video being reacted to takes to make.
Being negative about
Transformative is subjective.
and she's copyright
Guys, transformative is subjective.
And claiming that it's subjective really is the most non-argument I've ever heard. Like, yes, my opinion is my own. I hold beliefs that are my own. But I think that I'm right, and you telling me that it's just my opinion isn't going to make me stop. But the stream itself isn't the largest issue. It's the unedited reaction to YouTube that undoubtedly cannibalizes views from the original video. If someone comes across your reaction, which is basically a re-upload of the original video, but
also, no, it is completely subjective. Also, this argument isn't an argument against the streamers. It's an argument against YouTube's shitty algorithm. YouTubers, and rightly so, have been very quick to criticize strongly YouTube for their shitty business practices, particularly when it comes to their algorithm, with AdSense recommending videos, all of those things. YouTubers have always been very quick to criticize YouTube, but ironically enough, you're not seeing a lot of that right now. It's because people who make this kind of content, like the drama monger types, need someone or something to attack. There has to be an enemy. There has to be something to go after. There has to be someone to blame your problems on. And most of the time, granted, there's somebody to blame your problems on. There is an enemy to go after. It's usually YouTube, the massive corporation that makes the decisions as to what content gets promoted and what content doesn't, what channels get deleted and what channels don't, who gets to make a living off of doing this job and who doesn't. But right now, it's way easier to go after these streamers because these streamers are actual people that respond and react to this criticism or these attacks. YouTube, when you make a video talking about how YouTube's algorithm is bullshit, you don't get any response to that. You just get to circle jerk with your audience about it, which granted is fine. But with streamers, they actually react to it. They have Twitter, they make Twitter threads. They respond to it on stream. They give a reaction or they give a response to this criticism and these attacks, and that's why it seems like the YouTube community or this certain thing is happening right now. They aren't going after YouTube for their shitty algorithm. Instead, they're going after these streamers.
With your face placed in the upper left-hand corner and watches it, then they logically will have no reason to go and watch the original.
It's just extra sick when most of her content is shit like this.
Guys, I have to be honest, chat. I'll just say straight up, okay, chat. Everybody is wrong. Everybody's a hypocrite. I'm wrong and a hypocrite. Leafy is, Pokey is, the whole wazoo, the whole conglomerate, every piece of the puzzle, it's all complete degeneracy, okay? Nobody is more right, everybody's wrong, dude. That's just how it is.
Does that mean we shouldn't
It's true.
criticize people who do questionable things? I don't really understand what he's saying here. Like, sure, not everybody is flawless. In fact, no one is completely infallible, but I don't think that means that criticism isn't warranted when someone does something worthy of being talked about. I also don't think that puts
So what he's referencing here is that a lot of the people who make these criticisms of these Twitch streamers basically do something quite similar. Now, I'm not going to shit on Bo Blacks. I think, if I'm going to give my opinion on Bo Blacks, I think he's probably like an okay dude. I don't think he's like super reactionary. I remember when I did like my discussion with him and Augie, I think it was Nicholas DeOrio said he doesn't give a shit about like his content making the world a better place. He doesn't want to make YouTube a better platform. He's not trying to influence positive change in the world with his videos. He's just doing whatever, like just whatever. And I was like, okay, I mean, if you don't really care about like trying to make like things better with your content, like you're not trying to influence any type of positive outcomes with your content, then I guess that's fine. But if that's your thing, sure, I try to make the world a better place with my content. I try to influence positive change. And Bo Blacks had an issue with what Nicholas Dorio said and was like, no, I like to think that I try to make like the world a better place with my content. So I don't think Bo Blacks is a bad dude, but this criticism that XQC is making is valid. Bo Blacks basically just sort of reads off tweets and goes over current drama that's happening and gives a minimal amount of commentary. He talks a little bit between them. He talks a little bit at the end of the video, but for the most part, Bo Blacks is just sort of like just going over like tweets. And there is an argument to make there that's not really original content, not necessarily. Is it my judgment to make? Not really. Personally, no. And now Diorio is friends with Ethan Ralph. Yeah, Diorio is definitely a reactionary. I don't know about Bo Blacks or Augie though. Augie might be. I think Bo Blacks is probably like a fairly like just sort of like middle of the road, maybe a little socially progressive, but doesn't really give a shit about economic, political issues kind of dude. Like if I'm being completely honest, I may be wrong, but that's just the impression that I get, and I like to think that I have a pretty good radar when it comes to detecting people who have reactionary politics. It's why when I watch non-political YouTubers in my free time, I can almost always sort of like pick up little hints and whatnot that they might be kind of reactionary. For example, like Internet Historian, I like his videos and I watch all of them, but he's definitely got some reactionary beliefs, and a lot of it is the way that a lot of YouTubers glorify 4chan. You guys ever notice that? How many YouTubers like portray 4chan as being like this crack team of, granted, basement dwelling losers, but also like better than the NSA, better than the FBI. Like 4chan can solve massive multinational conspiracies and multinational crimes that even world governments can't handle. In like a video talking about 4chan hunting down Shia LaBeouf's like anti-Trump flag. You guys ever notice that weird like deification of 4chan? Like that's usually like a big hint that I get that maybe they got some reactionary beliefs. Like I'm pretty good at detecting that kind of stuff, and with Bo Blacks, I didn't get the impression that he's like a conservative or a reactionary. But I don't know. Maybe I plan on talking to them again on the stream. Maybe I can ask them more about like their explicit political beliefs. Didn't Bo Blacks admit to being a conservative? He might have. I haven't heard that though. It's possible.
Everyone on an even playing field. If someone does something irrefutably worse, like child grooming, obviously we're going to say they're a worse person than other people.
I know it sounds hypocritical, but if you're on stream and you watch a video that came out like a while ago, or any video, it's like, dude, there's no loss anywhere. It's whatever, dude. Like, who gives a fuck? It's live content, and like there's no cannibalism. Does that make sense? It's additive, not cannibalistic. And that's how, yeah, it's technical shit, dude.
Right, so it's true that in the short term, reacting to an old video doesn't steal views from it, because most of them have already been accumulated by then. But I would say it's disingenuous to call it additive, because you're not adding anything. Additionally, you yourself don't watch old videos.
I mean, so generally so I've watched XQC's stream, I've watched his reaction stuff, all that kind of thing. Generally what ends up happening is XQC plays a video game for like 6 hours straight, and he's got like tens of thousands of viewers. And then he's like, his girlfriend will come in and bring him some lunch or some dinner or whatever. And his chat will start spamming links at him to new videos. He'll be like, hey, watch the new Daily Dose of Internet. Hey, watch the new Internet Historian video. And he'll be like, all right. He'll turn on the video and he'll probably be eating something or something like that, anything, something along those lines. And then he'll like watch the video and he'll pause it from time to time and he'll respond to it. And his chat will like Papega him whenever he says something kind of dumb. Not his Jeff, his roommate. Really? I didn't know that. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're dating, but I might just be wrong. I'm sorry. That's generally how it goes. And when I watch XQC or Asmongold react to a video, as a matter of fact, when I watch Asmongold react to videos, generally Asmongold pauses his videos fucking constantly to talk about things. When Asmongold is like watching a video about classic WoW or anything like that, he'll pause it and tell like a 10-minute long story in the middle of this video about his experience with the thing that they're talking about. Like I remember a couple days ago, I was watching Asmongold's reaction to the video about the Gurabashi Blood Plague, I think it was called. Was that the name of it? It was this thing that happened in WoW where basically there was a raid boss that happened where he had this attack that would give you like this defect that would make you or a debuff that would like every few seconds make these blood boils come on you, and they would pop and you take a bunch of damage, and anyone within the vicinity when those boils popped would get infected with it. You could basically cycle it over and over again until everybody died, and your pets that you'd be using could get infected with it, and then when you recalled your pet and like put it into your inventory, it would still have the debuff. And what would happen was they would take their pet that is infected with the blood boils and take it into a main city, and then everyone would get infected, and it caused a fucking pandemic in World of Warcraft. The CDC studied this pandemic and how people reacted in World of Warcraft to see how real people behave during a pandemic. Unfortunately, it didn't really help with. Apparently, it didn't really help with the coronavirus, or maybe it did. But like Asmongold paused the video that he was reacting to about this and told like a 20-minute long story about his experience during this time. When I was watching this the other day, these streamers generally add some extra content, even if they don't even pause it. Even if they don't even pause the video, generally what they say during the video and their reaction is what people are there for. These viewers like the streamer. It's not the same as the old Jinx content or whatever, because they're there to watch their favorite streamer or streamer that they like respond to these things. There's a sort of emotional kind of parasocial bond happening between the viewers and the streamers. They're mutually enjoying a bit of content that they like. And typically, usually, this ends up exposing said contents being reacted to a larger audience.
That internet historian video you reacted to had been out for just days when you reacted to it. It was not old at all, and your video was not transformative at all. I can see the point here that there's not a closed market for views on the internet. It's not like there are only a few 100,000 potential views for any video, and if someone else reacts to it, then it will completely kill any traction that it would get. I'm sure your streams in particular that are off of YouTube drive some of your viewers to Internet Historian's channel and other people's channels and get them to watch their stuff for the first time and maybe even subscribe to them. And your video re-uploads probably do contribute some traction to his videos as well. The same applied for reaction videos of old. That being said, the point stands that you're not really creating much of anything here and are making thousands of dollars off of writing off of other people's work. You're ripping them off, and that doesn't sit right with me or the rest of the community. But enough of
Like I said, the content is that many of them pause the videos, but also the content is them reacting to it. Also, this is usually part of a 10-hour stream where they make their own content. The problem here is YouTube's algorithm. We should encourage YouTube, push YouTube to change their algorithm so that there is room for reaction videos to content and the original content to be promoted by YouTube's algorithm. You have a problem with the algorithm cannibalizing the views towards like the reaction or the original. You should make it so that, like, let's say you watch the reaction video to the video, the top recommended should be the original video next to that reaction video on YouTube. Encourage YouTube to change their algorithm. They're the ones who have the power to fix this problem. Why do you care so much about the streamers reacting to the content when this is literally a problem with YouTube?
of XQC, I think he's actually a pretty level-headed guy, and to be honest, I do like his streams. Time for someone a little more, shall we say, eccentric? I'm betting that most of my audience has never even heard of this guy and knows next to nothing about him, so allow me to give a quick introduction. Hasan Piker is a leftist Twitch streamer, being easily one of the most popular politics-focused people on the site. He's also employed by the Young Turks. The interesting thing for me about Twitch politics is that even if I don't agree with most of the people involved, I still find it extremely entertaining to watch it all go down due to how much drama there is, which Hasan has absolutely no shortage of.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
As you can see, we're off to a good start.
Ah. It's time for me to simp for Hasan. So, Hasan got in a ton of trouble when he said that. This got reported on Fox News. A lot of mainstream media outlets reported on this. He ended up getting banned for a little while from Twitch. But more or less what he was saying when he said America deserved 9/11, mind you, he's responding to Dan Crenshaw here, who is an absolute piece of shit. I believe his name's Dan Crenshaw, I may be wrong. Absolute fucking piece of shit. When he said America deserved 9/11, what he meant, because he went into more detail about why he said that. What he meant by that was that our actions caused 9/11. The people who bombed or crashed the planes into the World Trade Center were funded back in the 80s by America. These now, like Al-Qaeda and a little even ISIS to this day, these what we call terror groups, they got their weapons from us because we funded them and gave them weapons and resources so that they could fight Russian troops in like Afghanistan and the Middle East. And those, oh yeah, this is poisoning the well right here. What he's doing right now is poisoning the well so that people already have a negative opinion of Hasan before he even gets into his arguments. That's the point of this as well. And it's being very dishonest. We gave the weapons to the people who ended up causing that terror attack. That was our responsibility. We caused that to happen, and we influenced them to do that by our behaviors, our imperialistic behaviors in the Middle East. That is why Hasan said America deserved 9/11. Is it poor wording? Absolutely, it's poor wording. But the sentiment of that argument is true. They did it because of us, because of our actions. Our actions did cause 9/11. We funded them. We gave them training to fight against whoever we were calling the bad guy. Yeah, we provided them training. We gave them weapons to fight our enemies at the time, and then we became their enemies because of our behaviors in the Middle East, and they went after us with our weapons. Very well-known political and historical fact.
But I'm not here to delve into Hasan's political positions because frankly that's not my job. My job is to talk about what he said on YouTube and reaction content. His comments on which are honestly enough that I think that anyone with an IQ score above room temperature will see this guy for the complete fucking idiot that he is.
This is the most frustrating thing because I'm a fucking React Andy myself. Like, I get so mad at this when YouTubers literally fucking sit around, okay, and they make one fucking video. They make one fucking video a month and get like Patreon money.
This take from Hasan was very dumb. I mean, there's some truth to some of the sentiment of it, but his argument is pretty dumb here. Even Destiny, I think, called out Hasan on this take. It's a pretty fucking dumb take. Most of these YouTubers make tons of content, and most of the YouTubers who make like one video a month do put like a pretty fucking substantial amount of work into these. Excuse me, into their videos, like a very substantial amount of work. TurkeyTom, I mean, this is a 27-minute long, highly edited, well-made video. I think we can all agree, even if we disagree with this video, that this is a well-made video. Mechanically speaking, like the editing, the edit, like the music, all that stuff, like undeniably, objectively speaking, this is a well-made video.
Or they make like 2 fucking videos a week, max, okay? And then they cash out with like a 6-figure check because they have a sea of simps. And then they turn around and shit on streamers who literally fucking go live for 6 to 8 hours every day. Like, that's nuts, dude. Of course there's gonna be dead space in between, you stupid fuck. This shit genuinely tilts me, dude. It genuinely tilts me. You could make a compilation of me sitting around, not even on camera, with a fucking video playing in the background.
This is true. This is what he's saying now is definitely true. Absolutely. The thing about YouTubers bringing home 6-figure checks is pretty fucking dumb. YouTube ad revenue is pretty garbage. I think the only YouTubers that are bringing home 6-figure checks are people like Mr. Beast and PewDiePie. Like, you have to get so many fucking views in your videos to account for the unbelievable amount of like bullshit you have to deal with YouTube ad revenue. It's crazy. You don't know. Very few YouTubers are bringing home 6-figure checks. Very few YouTubers are bringing, like, people who do it for a job are bringing home 5-figure checks. Generally, it's 4 figures, and in the lower 4 figures. Do you know how much? I actually got my YouTube ad revenue check the other day, and I get almost 1 million views a month. I get almost 1 million views per month, and my CPM is surprisingly good. CPM is how much money you make per. Your CPM is how much money you make per click, like per ad view on your video. And I made $2,000 just about in ad revenue in July from 1 million views in 1 month on my channel, which is good. Don't get me wrong. What about Rags? Rags doesn't upload much anymore. I don't think he does. Like, I don't. Hey, that covers your bills. Yeah, it does. But like, no, but not a lot of YouTubers are bringing home massive checks. It's just not true. So Hasan was was pretty wrong in that sense. But what he's saying now about how you could just like take a bunch of clips from his stream of him just sitting there saying, like, not saying anything, it's true. It's very easy to misrepresent the actual content of these streams to like to a YouTube audience. Because this is live content. It's very easy to just sort of take it out of context. It's why ClipChimp, that's where ClipChimp comes from. Or Clipping Andes or whatever, you know? That's where it comes from.
You could, when you're live for 13 hours a fucking day, of course there's gonna be fucking dead space in between, dead air in between. It's so dumb.
For starters, we're not talking about just some dead air. We're talking about a business model based off of stolen content. But to add on to that, the complete lack of understanding of the time that YouTubers put into their content is honestly laughable here. It's true that not every YouTuber works an 8-hour day. Frankly, a lot of people...
A business model based on stolen content? Streaming based on stolen content? Do you think any of these streamers got big because they just sit there and react to content? Yeah, Dead Space. Oh shit. Dead Space 4 confirmed. No, the vast majority of their content is their like talking or them playing video games. If 5 to 10% of your video of your stream, your multi-hour stream, is watching a YouTube video, even if it was just them sitting there like watching the video, not pausing once, even then that is not a business model based on stolen content. Holy shit, thank you, Weaver. I'll get to that in a second.
People probably don't put any effort into their content, but that's also true for most Twitch streamers. And if you're targeting Leafy's here with this one, I mean, whether you like his content or not, when he was uploading daily, there's no doubt he was putting in 12-hour workdays every day. But just to get away from him completely, there are plenty of channels that undoubtedly put in pretty damn long workdays to create their content. Making YouTube videos isn't just sitting in front of your computer and watching someone else's video.
That's not true. I would hazard to guess, because I was a big viewer of Leafy, and I actually based a lot of my early content on Leafy's like Leafy's format. Leafy definitely didn't script his videos and definitely wasn't putting 12 hours a day into his videos, even when he was uploading daily. Leafy's videos generally weren't scripted. It was usually him watching a clip and then sort of ranting about it and reacting to it. He definitely wasn't putting 12 hours into it. The longest part of his process of making videos would have been his editing, and it wasn't that hard for Leafy to do that kind of editing. He wouldn't have been able. He might have even hired an editor to do it for him, but the kind of content that he made did not require that much editing. Here's what you do. You record some gameplay, and you take the gameplay scene, and you put that over everything. And then you record the audio of you, like, you play the clip of the video, then you respond to it, and then you put that audio under the gameplay, and then you put the clips and the images above the gameplay. And then you render it, and you upload it, you make a title, and you put in some metadata. It doesn't actually take that much time. I made that kind of content. And I scripted my content, and for a while I was able to upload almost daily. It burned me out pretty bad because I was writing big fucking scripts for my videos because I was doing fucking political content where I had to do research and I had to, actually like put quite a bit of effort into it. But most of Leafy's were like commentary on his videos were, oh my god, he looks like a fucking thumb, dude. He literally looks like a thumb. Like that, he clearly wasn't scripting it. Nonetheless, it was entertaining content. Clearly, that's why he got so many viewers or so many views on his content. But he was not putting in 12 hours of work. I would argue that his videos maybe took 4 hours max, 3 or 4 hours. I would say was per each video, which is not a bad day. Which is not a bad work day for a YouTuber. 3 or 4 hours a day, that's pretty significant. But 12 hours is a massive exaggeration and extremely unlikely.
Making them involves
unless Leafy was fucking garbage at editing, which I don't think he was.
Researching, writing, recording, editing, and dealing with YouTube's hilariously broken monetization system. It's a creative process that is hindered by the only site that we can make a living doing this type of stuff. And I'm not trying to complain here. I love making YouTube content. It's honestly a dream job for me. And I respect the work that Twitch streamers do when they're not watching videos in full with no added commentary, because I don't doubt that it is hard work.
Try to at least tweet something out without attacking a larger streamer or like a larger personality and try to get over like maybe 100 likes or something. Maybe then you can understand what it's like to, I don't know, create new original content or be entertaining. It would be nice.
I know people who stream, and it's no small commitment. But to say that being a YouTuber is nothing compared to being a Twitch streamer, especially if you're a successful one, is kind of ridiculous. But hey, look, I'll be real with you guys for a second. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I mean, I'm sure Hasan puts lots of work into making original, interesting content and never makes videos that aren't transformative in the slightest. I mean, he's so confident of it, there's just no way that it could be otherwise, frankly.
January 2020. The virus is spreading across the globe.
All right, now everyone just pops over down and we win. Sweet.
So he's doing exactly what Hasan said he could do. You can just go onto his channel and like clip some bit where he's not responding to something or talking or pausing the video out of a long segment of a stream. It's that easy. It's that simple. Like TurkeyTom is doing exactly what Hasan said you could do, and people will do here. TurkeyTom is proving Hasan right. Now, I like Hasan as a person. I generally don't watch much of his content. Generally, when I watch Hasan, it's when he's live or when my girlfriend is watching one of his videos, because me and my girlfriend watch like a lot of YouTube videos together, right? That's usually where I get the largest intake of Hasan content. But I do have to defend Hasan here. Like, TurkeyTom's proving him right.
And everyone was amped to start panicking. Oh my god, the virus.
I ate a massive bowl of cereal before this stream, okay? Don't bitch at me for burping, okay?
TM is everywhere. In your country, in your homes, in your cereal. Better not touch that door handle. Better not touch your face. Don't touch me. Breathe somewhere else, Vector.
This is an entire half-hour reaction of him eating his lunch and not saying anything. To be fair, his wrap does look pretty good. It's kind of making me hungry. I think I'll go grab one.
Oh, sorry, man. I got hungry and they're all gone.
I also think it's really odd what Hasan had to say about Boba.
Oh boy, Nicholas D'Orio, a guy who is friends with Ethan Ralph, a Nazi who runs a Nazi podcast where they regularly platform popular alt-right figures, not so much anymore because they're fucking dying out now, because they're stuck on DLive, a dead platform now that PewDiePie has left. It's all just Nazis and shit now, and streamers that can't find any success elsewhere because they bring nothing special into the scene. A guy who's friends with Nazis who, hey, do you guys remember when Ethan Ralph had a fucking mental breakdown in his debate with Vosh and like freaked the fuck out and started threatening to dox Hyena? And then like after that was so upset that he went and did this thing called the Pill Stream, and where he basically gets super high on prescription pills and alcohol and rants for hours on end about how mad he is. Like, oh my god, I watched the Pill Stream after his like cope stream after that. It was hilarious. And on top of that, to make it even funnier, yeah, we're almost 1,000 viewers. To make it even funnier, just recently, I guess Ralph got like really mad about something, and what did he ended up releasing his sex tape, and oh god, his dick is small. I don't like body shaming. I've gotten shit for making fun of this, but I think body shaming on its own is bad, especially when it's unwarranted. Ethan Ralph's not bad because he has a tiny little dick, which I've seen. I watched the sex tape. That's not why he's bad. He's bad because he's a Nazi. And that's when you get to make fun of stuff like that. But yeah, he threatened to dox Hyena or whatever. But yeah, basically he had like a barely legal girlfriend who left him and like cheated on him. So he uploaded like a sex tape to prove he's not a virgin or something. It was very, very funny. But yeah. Oh, Nicholas D'Orio has some pretty interesting friends.
Blacks.
Why did Destiny not get any fucking flack or feedback for saying America deserved 9/11? Because it's not a fucking take that is all that ultimately that fire or that hot, and you understand that, but you don't because you're a little pussy who fucking acts like they hate SJWs, but in reality you 100% are an SJW just for your own fucking causes. That's it. Your own causes being, of course, you know, being able to say the N-word as a white dude, I assume.
I don't know what bringing up the N-bomb had to do with this debate, but frankly, no, I don't think it's crazy to say that there's nothing wrong with saying it in private. I don't really care if people say it publicly either. I find it pretty funny now and then, actually.
Oh, you said nigger!
But it is weird that you would try to discredit what Boblack had to say completely based off of some weird, unrelated argument, but if
Wait, was that supposed to be like Hasan saying the N-word there? The way that was cut?
N-bomb had to do with this debate, but frankly, no, I don't think it's crazy to say that there's nothing wrong with saying it in private. I don't really care if people say it publicly either. I find it pretty funny now and then, actually.
Oh, you said nigger!
But it is weird that you would...
I'm going to say right now, the way that's cut, Hasan probably didn't say the N-word there. He would have been banned from Twitch. Maybe that was like supposed to be a meme. It was supposed to be Nicaragua, right? Nicaragua? That's such a hard fucking word to say without... Oh god, that's yikes. But no, if Hasan had said the N-word there, he would have gotten banned from Twitch, so I'm pretty sure he didn't say it there, but nice editing there, my dude.
Would try to discredit what Boblack had to say completely based off of some weird, unrelated argument, but if that's the game you want to play, then yeah.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
You saying that America deserved 9/11 is an insane thing to put out there, and maybe we shouldn't listen to you either. He also called internet historian a chud for some reason, which for those of you who don't know is a pejorative for people on the right wing.
Internet historian is kind of a chud, so I'm not shocked that he would not have a problem with like XQC. Not saying that XQC is a chud, but
no, absolutely, not XQC. XQC is probably like pretty progressive, but he's got some like gamer takes from time to time. But no, internet historian's fairly reactionary. He's kind of a chud. Like there's video like I have a pretty good radar for that kind of thing. His video about like the hunt for Shia LaBeouf's anti-Trump flag, the way that he was like very happy with like the 4chan dudes like being epic pro-Trump troll. Like he's probably fairly reactionary, or at least like a Trump supporter of some kind. If I were to guess, I could be wrong. I just sort of get that any video where he covers anything like fairly left-wing, like the Shia LaBeouf thing, the DashCon one, the Tumblr one, like yeah, I don't know. It comes off that way.
But like if I were to fucking probably stream his video and it got a fuckload of views and then re-upload it, I'm sure that he wouldn't have the same take. But maybe he would. I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't really see the political content seeping through in historians' content, to be honest. And Boblax isn't a chud either. I think he's openly a liberal, but okay, dude. I don't know, Hasan. Nice try, man. You gave...
I don't know. I don't think Boblax is like... Well, it depends on what you define as chud. Chud doesn't necessarily have to refer to somebody who's on the right wing. It can refer to somebody who could be like apolitical or even left-leaning, but has reactionary tendencies. Who is and who isn't a chud is based on their behavior and their actions and how they act.
Give your all.
What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude.
What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude. Literally lying. Still lying to his audience. Can somebody please fucking inform Destiny that he's literally lying to his audience? I'm sorry, I had to do it.
Destiny is another political streamer on YouTube who has no shortage of controversies. Well known for being a 5'3" pussy slayer and an intellectual genius. I've seen a lot of content from him on streams with other political people, and while the popular opinion is that he's absolutely terrible, I actually have some admiration for the guy, to be honest. That being said, I don't agree with pretty much all of what he said in regards to the topic. Destiny said the following in response to Boblax. It's so.
Oh yeah, by the way, Destiny's 5'8", but I'll let the 5'3" thing slide because it is funny. It is funny. It's a meme. We call him you gnome fuck. It's funny, but he is 5'8". Like it's his height is like official and confirmed, but people still do like to make fun of him for being short. However, despite that, he is known for having a lot of women. He can't be 5'8". I mean, he is 5'8". His height is public.
It's strange to me that YouTubers who base their entire content on covering drama, other people's lives, are now incensed that some streamers watch YT on their stream. Boblax then clapped back with this. Your entire channel is talking about other people's lives too. Lol. I don't see the point you're trying to make. I can't honestly tell if you.
So this was a really dumb take from
Clap back
Boblax.
with this. Your entire channel is.
So this is him responding to a video about Pokimane. Now, Destiny, this was like a 10-minute video, and it's 29 minutes, and his response is 29 minutes. This is him talking to Sweet Anita, not about her. So you can see the underline like Sweet Anita. So it's like he's talking about her. No, this is like an hour or 2 hour long discussion talking with him. This is him on a podcast talking with Dylan Burns. This is him talking with Alex Botez. This is him responding to a video. This is him responding to a debate. This is him debating somebody. This is him talking with somebody. This is him responding to or talking about Jordan Peterson, not even responding to a video. This is him talking about Joshua for Congress. And this is him talking to somebody. And this is also him talking to somebody. Most of the things that they fucking underlined is him having conversations with people, not talking about them. Also, damn, 1,007 viewers. We in it, boy. Last Night on Destiny is a compilation of clips. That is true. The ones that say LNOD is Last Night on Destiny. These are clips of like different bits of his stream, and they're usually him talking to those people. Yeah, Joshua Collins was a grifter. But yeah, no, this is a fucking awful point by Boblax. It's very clear he didn't watch any of the content. He just looked for titles with somebody's name in it and said, you're talking about other people here, but in like half of it, he's talking to those people. Also, yes, if you're talking about, I don't know, Donald Trump, I don't think it's like being a drama channel. It's being a political commentator that's making comments and discussing the president. I don't think talking about the behavior of the president is like drama channel or drama baiting or whatever. Also, someone self-identify as liberal doesn't prove anything. Tim Pool's the perfect example. Yeah, self-identifying, like whatever you self-identify as doesn't make a lick of a difference in any of these discussions. What matters is your actions and what you advocate for. Tim Pool, as you said, calls himself a liberal, but his rhetoric is indistinguishable from like a far-right demagogue, which he is. He is a far-right demagogue. Him calling himself as a liberal is a grift. Same goes for Dave Rubin, if he even calls himself a liberal. Now, I'm pretty sure we're weeks away from Dave Rubin doing another show where he says, "Hey guys, at the recommendation of my conservative friends, I went and I got gay conversion therapy. I'm gonna be divorcing my husband and getting married to a nice trad wife woman and abandoning the degenerate life of gayness." I'm pretty sure we're like weeks away from Dave Rubin doing that. But yet he still calls himself like a center-leaning liberal or whatever, even though he's constantly like platforming like white nationalists and shit.
Talking about other people's lives too. Lol. I don't see the point you're trying to make. I can't honestly tell if you legitimately think talking about Donald Trump is the same as basing an entire YT channel on YouTube drama, but okay, Trooper. I don't think that Boblax really understood what Destiny was saying here, so I'll do my best to represent his point for him. What he was saying is that it's ironic that a bunch of YouTubers are upset about Twitch streamers profiting off of other people's content when they make their money by talking about other people's content. It's no secret that drama-focused videos aren't usually skit-based or very original. They're basically news videos and opinion pieces about what other people are doing. And I also have no problem with saying that Boblax doesn't make very high-quality content. I think that's something that he probably knows as well. And that's fair, but I think that Destiny is misunderstanding the point. We don't have an issue with people making money off of other people's controversies or making money off of talking about them. The issue we have is the degree to which these guys don't really make anything, and, well, they're making money from not talking about them. They're cannibalizing other people's content. They just watch it. And I think Destiny's lack of...
So, what is the money that they're making? Are you talking about the ad revenue that's from like the videos, like videos being uploaded to YouTube? Are you talking about their subs and their donations while they're streaming? Those subs and donations are coming in while they're streaming, whether they're watching videos or not. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure XQC and most of these streamers get more viewers while they're playing the game than they do when they're like watching videos. If you're talking about the ad revenue, that's the problem with YouTube. That, like I said before, argue against YouTube and their shitty algorithm only promoting one or the other, the reaction video or the original content, the original video.
Knowledge on the topic was only furthered by Boblax's response to him, in which he showed that Destiny was pretty much unaware of the nature of the content that Pokey was putting on her YouTube channel.
Why are you comparing a live stream to a fucking YouTube video? These are two totally different mediums. I could be wrong, but I'm willing to bet that if I go through her content on her YouTube channel, it's probably not her watching YouTube videos.
Growing up, I didn't have anyone in my family that was in real estate. I didn't have anyone in my family that had millions of dollars. And so for me, I do remember being like 15, 16 years old, having $20 and working part.
I mean, yeah, that's... He's showing like a clip here. I mean, we can just go to Pokemon's channel right now. Like, once again, just like showing a random clip of her on her phone during a video. I mean, you found one, I guess. Let's look at her videos. My overdue apology. So her apology video from recently, and almost 50% downvoted because people hate women. Wait, is Vosh in chat? No, Vosh isn't in chat. Why are you guys all talking about Vosh? Wait, why are you all talking about Vosh? He's not in chat. What? He's not here. I hate you all. I hate you. Her reacting to the Fortnite skin people made of her, because apparently, I guess she's getting like a Fortnite skin or something. We saw the Vosh vid on your dashboard. Oh, okay. Her answering questions from Twitter, her building a house in Minecraft, her doing a room tour, her reacting to the new Fortnite trailer, or no, Season 3, so this is her actually playing the game. Fan art reaction, I guess that could be stealing content. A game, her reacting to a video. Well, actually, no, this is reacting to Reddit. A game, reacting to pictures of people who look like her. A game, Smash or Pass, which is, not even, this is more or less a game. Game, like IRL cooking video, games. Like, most of the content uploaded on her channel is original content. She doesn't really, here's one of her reacting to something, but, yeah, the vast majority of her content is not her reacting to videos. Sure, you can find a clip of her looking at her phone while watching a YouTube video, but, generally, we look at the vast majority of the content someone produces if we're going to argue that this is a problem. And if you go to her video, you can see, or her channel, you can see that this is, nowhere near. I would say maybe, I didn't even see I saw one reaction video there, and it was TikToks, which are, I would argue reacting to TikToks is nothing comparable to reacting to YouTube videos. Pokey said in her apology she purposely avoids uploading reaction videos and only does her own stuff. Yeah, I imagine that's probably has something to do with it.
Time after school and saving away all that money, and then I used that money to get my real estate license. I barely graduated high school. I never went to college.
He has his own millennial money
parents,
episode.
So I should not have become wealthy statistically. But I believe that I put in the work and I really wanted something and I was really determined and I really enjoyed what I do, and that accumulated to where I am today.
I literally started from the bottom. I'm not saying that I was like
Honestly, it feels like they're trying to convince themselves that they're right and why what they do is acceptable, rather than really being honest about how they make their money. But Destiny did eventually acknowledge in a debate with Boblax that a lot of what he was saying was kind of wrong. So you know what? Good on him for that. Great move, Steven. Keep it up. I've talked about Bionic Pig before in a video I made about Zaptai, a content creator that left a few years ago when his friends exposed him as a diagnosed sociopath and predator. Both of these accusations would be disproven years later, which there are a few videos on YouTube about that I would recommend checking out if you have the time. Pig was friends with Zaptai, and one of the people...
I'm gonna say this right now. TurkeyTom's video on the Slazo shit, and with I'm Alex and all those people, was actually pretty good. I'm Alex is a piece of shit. And TurkeyTom's video, Slazo was done so fucking dirty. Holy shit. Slazo was done so dirty. I don't know about the diagnosed sociopath thing. That's not an argument against someone's actual that's not actually an argument against someone's morality. I don't care about someone that's unironic ableism right there. Actually, right there. Unironic ableism. Someone being a diagnosed sociopath, if that's even true, doesn't make them a bad person. You do know that, right? maybe it would make them act, it could make them act in ways that are like maybe unsavory in some ways, but you would have an issue with their behavior, not their mental condition. That's unironic ableism right there. Way worse ableism than saying the R slur, by the way. No, I'll admit, TurkeyTom's video, I did enjoy TurkeyTom's video on the Slazo thing, because damn, how many of you guys know, wait, what did I'm Alex do? From my understanding, it's not a diagnosis? Okay, so there was no diagnosis, cool. So from my understanding, what happened was a bunch of the commentary community, including I'm Alex, came together to formulate a organized attempt to slander Slazo as a sexual predator, because back when Slazo was like 16 years old, he had a girlfriend where he said some like really cringy shit in DMs with her that was like clearly meant to be like a joke, but and he also showed like a bunch of screenshots showing evidence. Like his response to the drama is considered like one of the best responses to like false allegations ever made. I'd say my video's up there too. A lot of people said mine was pretty fucking good. Can't slander the Xander. Yeah, no, that's basically what happened. And there was like evidence that came out that like people, like I think it was like King Ani, I'm Alex, Wild Spartans, and a couple of other people like in the commentary community encouraged this girl that Slazo had dated and who was like 16. They were both like, you know, teenagers, to like come out with like sexual like abuse or sexual assault allegations. And it was pretty fucking bad. I do hate I'm Alex, and I did enjoy TurkeyTom's videos about the Slazo drama. They're actually pretty fucking good. Same goes for the Right Opinions video on the drama. It's very, very good.
Accusations would be disproven years later, which there are a few videos on YouTube about that I would recommend checking out if you have the time. Pig was friends with Zaptai and one of the people who went along with the accusations initially, but would later back out of them. His commentary videos aren't anything special, but the quality of his content isn't what we're going to talk about today. It's the quality of his character that matters here. In a tweet that Bionic Pig made to talk about the subject, he said this to mock people who were going after Twitch streamers for making low-quality reaction content. I'm not going to read this off so it doesn't get clipped and even more people end up thinking that I have autism, so I'll just let Black say it.
Why no streamer have funny reactions 10 hours straight? Streamer, why do you stop talking for 30 seconds? Streamer, why you—
I'm not okay with how much shit, yeah, hey, Afreya. Oh, we're getting to the pro sex work shit in a minute. Don't worry. We're almost done with the video. I'm not cool with how much, like, shit and bullying Blacks gets for being autistic. I've noticed this. All of his friends and all of the people in the drama community, not all of them, but a fair amount of them, like, relentlessly fuck with Blacks for having autism. I'm not okay with that at all. It's like, I think TurkeyTom even kind of did it here a little bit. It's actually like really mean-spirited and kind of fucked up. And I don't think he would admit it, but I can tell it probably bothers him a fair amount. And I'm not okay with that. Like Blacks or not, attacking him for his autism, and even his friends making fun of him for his autism is really fucked up. And I'm not cool with it. And I'll defend him on that front any day of the week. It's just not okay. It's just not it's not cool to do.
You not fully edited YouTube video?
It appears that Bionic Pig decided to attach a screenshot of his own face in this tweet too, and his take here is pretty reflective of it. I don't know if he's intentionally misinterpreting the argument that is being made here, but my problem personally has never been and never will be 30 seconds of dead air, especially on stream. After all, if you're going to give your opinion on something, you have to see it first. If you don't see it before the stream, you have to do it on stream. But this isn't 30 seconds, this is 30 minutes. It's hours and hours of content being posted to YouTube and having these videos compete with the original for views, oftentimes actually passing them out in raw views and probably making more ad revenue than they did. These videos—
Alright, just laid out all the arguments. That was him laying out all the arguments you've seen in this video so far. They aren't, they're taking, their content is them reacting to videos. It's not. These are usually like 10% of like a 8 or 10 hour stream. And it's outdoing the original videos in viewership. The problem with that is YouTube's algorithm. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
Are the absolute same as what Jinx was doing years ago. Instead, we just get to hear the sound of someone chewing lettuce leaves in their microphone. Pig then followed up by saying this.
Where's the hypocrisy in this? This is completely different. Apparently, everyone missed my point.
He also argued with Kavos a lot, and Kavos pulled his typical, well, you did this thing 3 years ago thing that he does, as if—
I think Kavos was one of the people that orchestrated the, like, coordinated, like, slander towards Slazo. I might be wrong, don't take my word for it, but I believe Kavos was involved with that.
if it really matters.
This is such a shit take. It's hilarious. Bionic Pig responds, "Is that really coming from you of all people?" To which Kavos responds, "Yes, I am way more credible than you, Mr. I call my friends sociopaths." Obviously referencing the old drama between Bionic Pig, Elvis the Alien, I'm Alex, and Zaptai.
I don't think going after Pig for something he apologized for that happened years ago and was a complete mess on all fronts is really warranted here. It's completely irrelevant. But what is relevant is Pig's hypocrisy and having an issue with reaction videos being posted by Jinx and others like him and standing by that opinion while somehow simultaneously saying that there's nothing wrong with what these streamers are doing on YouTube. But I do want to actually address his arguments. I personally don't feel that streamers have to shut off the stream when they want to take a break to eat in the middle of it. I'm not saying that they have to constantly be talking for 10 hours straight either. What I think they should do if they watch a video while they eat is have an opinion on it or something to add, which often isn't the case.
Often isn't the case. So, for one, this just isn't true. Also, the fact that he would make that claim while obviously not watching their content on a regular basis, or a regular enough basis to be able to know that, is what I have an issue with. Because, no, the overwhelming number of times when it's like Asmongold, XQC, Destiny, Hasan, they're pausing the videos all the time. They're constantly talking over the video and giving their input, especially when Hasan reacts to, and this is what he's like very well known for, when Hasan reacts to, what's it called? When Hasan reacts to Jubilee videos, he pauses them all the time and inputs his own arguments in the places of the people that are arguing or debating in the Jubilee debate videos.
You could put up one of your stream returning soon cards and do whatever you need to do. You could put up a stream highlights clip. There are literally almost endless options that you can turn to other than this. But I could probably get over the stream itself if these clips weren't uploaded to YouTube and take away views from the original creator.
People complain when streamers react for an hour in a 10+ hour stream. Then when a streamer doesn't react good, everyone loses their shit. Dance monkey dance. So they shouldn't eat? So if they are hungry, they should shut off the stream for 10 minutes and then restart? It makes no sense.
Streaming doesn't drastically change the scenario here. I get that there is more work sandwiched around the reactions, but at the end of the day, if you look at them side by side, they're the exact same thing. I really don't know what the argument here is anymore. Pig also talked about Nick on stream, which was clipped, and I'll play a bit of.
That's the problem, though. In the reaction videos from back in the day, that was all there was. In streamers, there is hours and hours of live content being produced from scratch, from the streamer, and they take a break to watch a YouTube video. And most of the time, they're pausing the YouTube video and actually giving responses and putting a little bit of transformative content into it. They just aren't comparable. And if you do try to compare them, and you're actually honest, and you look at the actual, you know, the content there, you're going to find that they are not on the same level, not even close.
It here, but I'll leave the majority of that for Nick to talk about in his own video.
You know that the little commentators would latch onto that shit and meme you, though.
Good point, but like the little commentators are just a bunch of little gnats at this point.
Yeah, like the
fucking Weasley little. Holy
Leafy was able to piss off this many people and get this many reactions out of them. I hope that to the average viewer, this controversy will transcend the stuff around Pokimane because honestly, all of that has been talked about to death and I don't really have any interest in it anymore. The points about her have been made, the story has been told. What I do care about, however, are these abysmal reaction videos and the controversy around them. Someone that I neglected to talk about in this video because of his sheer lack of response to any of it is Asmongold, who reacts to content very regularly in the same way that XQC does.
Yo, is this person fucking retarded?
Similarly to him, he also has a channel where
No, he doesn't. Oh god, this person has not watched a second of an Asmongold reaction video. He is literally known for pausing the videos he's reacting to, especially if it's anything having to do with WoW, where he responds to, where he like stops and tells like a 10-minute story in the middle of a reaction. Oh my god, holy shit. Oh, you messed up there, TurkeyTom. You have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to Asmongold. I'm a huge Asmongold. I can say this as for a fact because I'm a huge Asmongold fan. I watch basically every video that gets uploaded to his channel.
From his streams to YouTube, which was covered pretty well by the YouTuber Dark Viper AU, where he did some math to figure out exactly how much money he believes Asmon makes off of the hard work of others, and how much effort is actually put into those videos. Would highly recommend checking out Asmongold's Scam, How He Steals Your Future, which I'll link in the description below. He did a pretty great job.
Asmongold, on the other hand, got big as a content creator, got lazy, stopped making his own content. He doesn't edit any videos anymore like he used to, and now he's stealing other people's labor to expand his influence and wealth.
Asmongold streams like 12 hours a day, you fucking idiot. He doesn't even upload the content. I already told this at the beginning of the video. Asmongold literally was having his stream clips uploaded by other people who are making tens of thousands of dollars a month off of his content, and then he employed those people under his YouTube channel and gives them like 80% of the revenue the channel makes from the clips that are uploaded to the channel. He gives them like 80% of the revenue because he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He makes a fuck ton of money just from streaming because he's like one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. He literally said when he handed these people that were stealing his content, his own channel to all upload under it is like, I guess like to be employed by him, more or less, that he literally doesn't get, like, he doesn't need the money and he doesn't care. Holy fuck, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I can excuse with the XQC and like Pokimane and Destiny and Hasan stuff because it's like, okay, sometimes they do like sit there and they eat food while they're watching a video, but Asmongold is notorious for going on massive rants while reacting to videos.
When is enough going to be enough, Asmon?
Hopefully some of the streamers that we talked about will take our advice and stop stealing content, but as of now they don't seem to be taking it very well. After all, why change what you were doing when you can get defensive and complain about your super hard life where you make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off of using a computer all day? Yeah, I feel really bad for you, man. You have it so rough. Maybe make your life...
That's literally what YouTubers do as well. You're making, well, maybe not hundreds of thousands of dollars a year depending on your size. Most streamers don't make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Only like, I mean, the ones that we've shown off in this one, like Destiny, Hasan, XQC, Pokimane, and Asmongold definitely do because they're fucking huge. But most streamers aren't making that much. Most YouTubers aren't making that much. Let's be honest here, though. You're all making money off of sitting at your computer. Most of the time, unless you do content where you're going out and doing vlogs and you edit those vlogs, even then, like, but if you're going out and you're like recording vlogs out in public, then I guess you're not making money sitting at your computer. But most YouTubers, like especially TurkeyTom, you make money, you do your job sitting at your computer. That's what you do.
Life a little easier and hire people to edit your reactions to cut out your dead air and only show the parts that you
Pepe mods and yikes aren't the same emote, you fucking liberal.
Actually react to. But of course that would bring your reaction VOD on YouTube from 30 minutes to 3 minutes and you would make 1/10 of the ad revenue. And we can't have that now, can we? I respect some of these streamers. It's unfortunate to see them having these terrible takes.
Okay. I think we've probably seen enough. So don't get me wrong here. TurkeyTom is a reactionary, and a lot of this is definitely politically motivated. The people he's going after and the reasons why he's doing it, absolutely politically motivated. But even outside of the political arguments he was making, his overall points were pretty dumb on their own. They're pretty dumb on their own. Anyway, time for the sex work segment.